Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here representing TeamFTK. Welcome folks. Now of course we do have a 1100 subscriber giveaway, so I'd like to say a huge shout out to all of you who's been supporting us in terms of our team and of course my channel. A big huge shout out to all of you. Thanks for helping out the team and thanks for just showing your support and showing your feedback and subscribing to the channel. Really helps a lot. So without further ado, in order to join the giveaway, make sure you check out the previous video, YuGiOh budget decks that are $75 and under. Make sure you check that video out. Leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for further content. So now we have a Patreon. If you folks would like to support us on a more personal level, we have many tiers. Please check them out. Hopefully it suits to your liking. Reasons why we have the Patreon is of course it helps us improve our quality of our content. We purchase more cards for our decks, we purchase equipment, and of course all around just making the channel more better. So I appreciate all of you Patreons who are part of our Patreon. You know, just huge shout out to all of you. And of course we are sponsored, so please check out Ink Gaming. Promo code is TeamFTK10. I repeat, TeamFTK10. All links shall be in the description. All information shall be in the description. If you're not sure, please check out Ink Gaming. Of course, they do have a wide assortment of items such as dice, keyboard, mouses, and of course playmats for all you card game players. And of course, who doesn't like a sweet mat? But yes, folks, that's me. That's enough of me babbling. Let's get on with the video, shall we? Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here representing TeamFTK, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome. Today I'm here with my vampire deck profile. I haven't touched vampires in ages. I just played this deck for, you know, like yesterday. I tested around with some cards and I realised how fun this deck is. Took a couple of texts from some of my subscribers and viewers. They gave me some feedback and I wanted to put that to the test. And of course show you what I have created now. And so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and go over my card choices and all that good stuff. So starting off with the monsters, of course I do play the double vampire Scarlet Scrooge. I used to play 3 of this. It is so bad to play 3. This card is just so bricky at 3. 2 is just a solid number, but it's pretty standard. When it's normal or special summoned, you pay a K. You pay 1,000 life points, and you basically you spec a vampire monster from the graveyard, so you can bring back anything that's a vampire, which is really good. And he can take control of a monster that it destroys that this card destroyed by battle, which is pretty nice. So again, it works well with the Dampire, so you can make it very easily. It's a very strong card. Of course, accompanying it, I do play the double vampire Duke. Duke is just there just to recur back your vampire monsters. It does the same thing as Scrooge, but you don't pay life points and it brings it back in defense position. So, like, I do like playing Duke. Duke is just really good in this deck. And of course, I do play the double vampire Retainer. Retainer's there to search for your vampire spell and traps. So you can discard a vampire monster, or sorry, a vampire card from your hand, I believe, and you can special summon the Retainer from the graveyard. But if you do that, Retainer banishes itself when it leaves the field. So usually when you use that effect, you only use that effect when you desperately need to make a combo and extend. So you need to use those effects, of course, cautiously. And continuing on, of course, I do play the double vampire Familiar. Literally the same thing as Retainer, but this searches for a vampire monster when it's special summoned from the graveyard, of course, or by its own effect. So it's pretty good. Helps to get a Frail Line in hand, which is your hand trap. Speak of the vampire, the double vampire Frail. Is it Fraulein? Frailing? Weird name, but it's literally an Ejection Fairy Lily. It's a really good hand trap. You summon it when battle has been, you know, commenced. You special summon it on the field, and of course you can pay as many life points as you want, and you buff whatever vampire monster you have on the field. So it literally isn't honest as well. So it's really powerful in that aspect. I love this card. And of course I do play the one Grace. Grace is literally your combo extender. A red Baron. Baron is just another target. I only play one Baron. He's a creature swap, I believe. So you can take control of one of your opponent's monsters, and it's just another level 6 vampire target. And that's going to round up my whole vampire lineup. I'm going to continue on with the rest of my zombies, of course. I do play the triple Juvenile Solitaire to, of course, your Lone Fire Blossom to bring out your triple Uni-Zombie. Uni-Zombie is just so good in this deck. I love Uni-Zombie so much. I wouldn't play any less of it. Uni-Zombie is such a really good card. I love the fact that you can just send anything or send anything to increase levels, which is really good. And of course I do play the triple Mizuki. Again, it's a monster reborn in the flesh. You bring any zombie from your grave, really powerful. And I do play this little engine. It's my little trick, my performance engine. I play this just for the combo extender for my links. You don't have to play this. I'm just testing this out. So far it's working well. It's very easy to get the field going, and of course this deck is very combo orientated. So that's going to round up the whole monster lineup. Of course, I do play the double vampire domain, really good. You pay 500 life points once per turn. It lets you normal summon again a vampire monster, which is pretty good. And of course, if you inflict battle damage, I believe, yeah, if you inflict battle damage with a vampire monster, you basically gain back the life points, which is really good. It's really good, of course, because the vampires do pay life points to get their effects off, and it's very easy to lose a lot of life points by doing so. So the domain comes in handy. Then of course the double vampire desire, really good. Of course, pitch any vampire from the deck, and of course increase a monster's level by that, so it becomes a level whatever you send. And of course you can send a monster to special summon a vampire from the grave. But I usually like to send the vampire monster to increase the level. Again, you can send Retainer, and it opens up for more combos and a lot of options, folks. I play the double Lure of Darkness. I feel 3 is just not good to play because a lot of the monsters in the deck play a huge role in this deck, and you don't want to banish them. Like, you only really want to play a Lure when you desperately need cards. Sometimes you can brick, so it's okay just to banish like the 1 copy of this, or so on and so forth. So that's my reasonings as to why I play just 2 Lure of Darkness. And of course my spicy text transmodify, of course it works really well to bring out the bigger vampire monsters, and of course the downbeat to bring out the lower vampire monsters as well. Works well with a Retainer, so you can just, once you get Retainer off, just downbeat the Retainer, bring out the familiar, and of course get more mileage off their effects. I do play the one, sorry, excuse me folks, I do play the one zombie world just to get mega more zombies. It's just a spicy tech. One called the Mummy, really good. Big shout out to whoever told me about this card. This card is so good. Really good going first turn. It's a free summon, and of course you don't use your normal summon yet. So it just helps to extend the combo. 1 Book of Life, it's your Monster Reborn. And of course the Monster Reborn, of course the Soul Charge, Foolish, and Raigeki to round up my spell lineup, folks. Now the traps are pretty small. I only play just the 2 Vampire Awakening, 2 Domination just to negate stuff, and of course gain the life points if you negated a monster effect. And of course the Awakening is just there to bring out any vampire from the deck. It's really good. I like this card so much. But yes folks, that's going to round up the whole main deck. Okay, for the extra deck, I'm going to go on with my ranks. Of course I do play the double Dampire, really good, very easy to make. It has this little interesting condition where if you control a monster that was originally your opponent's, you can treat it as a level 6, so you can overlay and make him. And of course You can detach material, send a card your opponent controls, and if it was a monster, you bring it back on your field, which is really good. I like Dampire so much. He just nicks monsters, he steals them, and gives it to you. I love this card so much. The one, what's it? Is it Dragulus? It's decent. You can flip it up and then send a special summon monster, I believe. I have to double check that, but it's just really good. It sends things and it comes back even when it gets banished, which is really good. I like this card. I like its flip-flop effect. It really puts your opponent off. One Beatrice just to send the crucial monsters to grave. You can send Mizuki with this, which is really good. Anything you need. One Strike Bouncer, good card. It's a good level 6. I don't know what else to play. Gauntlet Launcher was just garbage, so I figured this would be a better option in its place. For the links, one YuGiOh, one Borreload, and double Vampire Sucker, of course, to round up my whole link lineup. And of course, for the synchros, the one Black Rose, the one Void Ogre, Scarlight, Beazle, Omega, and of course, is it Gashado Kuro? This card is so good. I love this card so much. It just spawns itself back when a link monster dies. So if Sucker dies, you can spawn this from grave. It's really good. But yes, folks, that's gonna round up the whole main deck, extra deck, and a whole profile. So thank you all for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. Please check out our Patreon. Check out our subscriber giveaway. Links are all in the description. Check out In Gaming. All the information shall be available in the description, folks. But yes, folks, this is the Creative Duelist signing out. Peace. Have a good day.